Well, you know something? I still believe it. Despite this fair, informal hearing, I still believe it.
Ferris, if we don't get to the floor and vote, come Friday, there'll be no checks for federal employees, which includes almost everyone in this room.
Well, then we'll adjourn until tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
I'll see you in the morning.
Where you going? Where's he going?
No idea.
Take him back to his hotel room. Keep him under guard.
You can't continue to hold me.
For the next 36 hours, I can.
Major Biggs is working for the National Security Commission. He's not under suspicion. There's no reason to hold him.
He was sitting in a plane with $1 trillion worth of counterfeit yen. If that isn't suspicious, I don't know what is.
Better pay attention, guys. This could happen to you, too.
There's no reason for them to hold Major Biggs. Unless the Attorney General is out to get you.
Me?
I wasn't the one who ordered the elimination of Valenti. That was you, Walter.
It was an appropriate action. How was I to know that Biggs was going to hire a professional with a penchant for exotic drugs?
He made a mistake. How do you know he won't make another one?
Biggs is solid.
For your sake, I hope so.
You open the gate.
Open the gate! You don't give me a song and dance. You tell the old man to come off his mountain, I'm gonna go up there and shoot him.
Sir? We got another one. Yes, sir. Stand in front of the camera.
You're a pathetic excuse for something, aren't you? Get on.
Prescott Wilson?
No, I'm the damned Harvest Fairy. You want me to come down and testify for that greased monkey? Your fella got snookered by old Leland, son. He's not the first one, and he won't be the last. Got anything else you want to say?
Yes, sir. I think you're a coward.
I may be a coward, but I'm not so stupid as to call a man with a bazooka a coward.
You know, it's a big hole or it's a little one. Either way, we're both dead. Now, I have a friend in Washington, D.C. who's being framed by General Masters. He's using your eccentricities as part of that frame-up. Now, my friend is a good man. He needs your help. And there is nothing in this world that you have to do that is more important than that.
I can't help you.
Set it up there, that's fine. Sit down. Now, somewhere between the two of you is the truth. Shake hands. Do it. Vernon Biggs, then he turn over. Good. You've both done a sworn duty to your country. You have a lot in common. You ought to get to know a little about each other. Major Biggs, Vinny was born in Brooklyn. His father died when he was a teenager. His brother was a priest who was murdered by members of a white supremacist organization. Vinny later brought those men to justice. Vinny, Major Biggs.
I know who he is.
Oh. Have you read his file?
No. I just know who he is. Now, since the Attorney General made a point about my brother being a priest, I'd guess your father was a preacher. Maybe your mother taught school. They were educated people, but they didn't achieve all that they could have. Because of society, circumstances. Well, if they couldn't achieve, you sure as hell would. No sandlot ball or shooting hoops for you, right, Vernon? You had to hit the books. And you couldn't be as good as the other kids. You had to be better. Nobody wants to play with a kid who's so busy being better. And any kid so busy doesn't have a chance of being a child.
Shut up. I want to go back to my holding cell.
This is your holding cell.
If this is some new kind of brainwashing technique, I'm not buying into it.
You bought into it with striking.
I was given an assignment. I completed my task.
Yeah. So how far off was I?
Close enough.
Look, who I am and where my family's from has nothing to do with this.
It's got everything to do with it, Vernon. You were tailor-made for striking. The good soldier who only wants to serve. I had this friend once. He was out of the house and into a military academy by the time he was 12 years old. First in his class, too, because there was just no alternative. Went straight from the academy into special forces. Striking shaped and molded him from a good soldier that did his country's duty to a blind soldier that did his admiral's bidding. After a while, those two things became indistinguishable. And when my friend's mission failed, Striking put his head on the chopping block of the same Senate committee we face today. You know what he said? Striking sat there and said, "What a shame good men go bad." Then he went back to his office in the White House, and my friend vanished in a mysterious explosion. See, I don't wear a uniform, Vernon, but I'm a soldier too. And the first order is to follow orders. Well, you do it too easily. I don't do it easily enough. Gets us both into trouble.
Major, is there anything you want to say?
Look, I don't give a damn about who this man's brother was or who killed him. And I won't be swayed by your transparent appeal that what you think is my emotion. I know who you are. And we have nothing in common.
We got striking in common, Vernon. And he will waste the both of us.
Look, if I have anything else to say, I'll say it in front of a subcommittee. You want to keep me here all night? Fine.
The Attorney General's right, Vernon. The truth is in this room, and you know what it is. You gotta sleep with it.
I want that door to stay open.
Are you okay? Yeah. Where'd you go? No place, doesn't matter.
Come to order. Come to order, please. Ferris, we're ready to proceed.
We won't keep you long, Ms. Gallagher. Were you involved in the conspiracy to counterfeit Japanese currency?
No.
You are aware of it?
Yes.
When did you first become aware of the conspiracy? Miss Gallagher?
Terranova told me.